living in the desert, as a kid, living in the desert, I think is a lot better than growing up in the city because there's just so much more you can do that requires imagination and getting out of the house because you go play out in the desert and me and my brothers would make forts and shoot each other with BB guns. We just had fun. And now I think that the kids now they just sit in the house and play the Xbox and they don't really have any outside time and they don't know how to entertain themselves. Like if they're not being entertained, then they don't know what to do. And growing up here, we didn't really have a choice but to go find things to do. And now as an adult, even though the desert's changed and it's become a lot more populated, there's still, the open desert is still so close. You can live in a neighborhood that's packed full of houses and drive for 2 minutes and be in the middle of the desert with nothing around you. And that's with my kids. We all have dirt bikes, and we load the dirt bikes up and go out into the desert, or we'll just open the garage and leave from the house and go ride our dirt bikes. And you can't do that if you live in a city. You have to pack it up and drive for a couple hours, and it becomes a big old ordeal. Whereas we can just, at the spur of the moment, decide that we're going to go ride dirt bikes and we can go do what we want to do. I think when I was a kid, it was a lot better. There wasn't quite as many people, and the people that were here were of a different quality. Now I think people that were struggling down in poor neighborhoods in LA felt like they could come up here and live a little better, and they brought their problems with them as far as the gangs and violence and crime. But I still think it's better than